Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Sagittarius Oracle messages. Just wanted to post some Oracle messages, no tarot today. Just try to give you some words of encouragement at this time. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first row here we have sacred action, decisive focus. So really being focused in a certain direction is important at this time. So just staying focused, staying on task is really what's needed. Next, you have adjustment, looking back, moving forward. Um, Looking back to gain the wisdom from the lessons, but not staying there to take on any negativity or any emotions that aren't going to serve you as you move forward. Very important there. Clarity, planning, releasing illusion. Again, taking the wisdom from the lessons you've learned from the past, not carrying any of the negativity that goes along with it, stepping out of the illusion, and gaining the clarity to move forward and plan your life the way you want it to go. You have sacred breath and sound, life force and communication. That lends me to believe that you're going to be getting some insights and clarity. I mean, you have the clarity card, but you're going to be getting messages from spirit to help you as well. Then you have opening heart, deep connections, water blessings. Going by some water is going to be important for you, whether it's just going by a lake, or, however you can do that. Watching, you know, videos with waves in it, because you got the other card here too. Your great wave awaits. So even if you can't go by any water, which, if you can't, that's fine, but watch the waves on a video and just watch how they crest, and decide how you're going to ride that next wave coming your way, because it can be seen as, it's going to overtake you, or it could be seen as, I'm going to go ahead and ride the wave. I'm going to go with the flow, and live my life the way I choose to, in my authentic truth, right? You've got Lady Portia next with divine order. Uh, Staying in your truth, doing what you feel is right, and then gaining the lesson along the way and learning the lesson. Very important here. You've got Radha, which is soul flame. Really, getting back in touch with who you are authentically, and having more harmonious, healing relationships as well. You have hope, love, and acceptance. Understanding that you are love, you are light. Don't let what you feel others may have told you or said to you be your truth. You know who you are, and you are of pure light and love. So that's who you really are. And make sure that your thoughts are aligned with that. Check what you're thinking about, because that's important. If you are thinking negatively about yourself, then you are drawing negativity to you. So keep that in mind. You have the Shekinah sacred self next. You have gifts that are waiting to be unleashed. And so have fun and go with the flow of life. Learn to get in the flow. Don't go against the tide so much, because you have a lot of water on here, a lot of water. You've got Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. And basically that these miracles will manifest on your behalf, and that's a sign from spirit that they are with you and they have your back. Okay, your great wave awaits. So I'll read that card for you. This one here, your words create worlds. You can create life and death with the words you speak. Life to yourself or death to yourself, life to others, death to others, so keep that in mind. Your 11-year-old self. I'm going to read that card too, because there's some questions you need to ask yourself to get further clarification on there. On that card. This one here, your effortless effort is fully required. I want to read that just because I don't know what that is. I believe I understand what it means, but I'm going to read it for you for the clarification of what this card was meant when it was created. And thus, one journey to the stars. We'll read that for you as well. Here on the bottom, you have find a balance. Get into balance, get into your balance, get into what you authentically want to feel and stay there. Learn how to, keep replenishing yourself to stay in balance. Lighten up, have some fun. Bottom line, have some fun. Go wild. There are the gifts. Have some fun. Go wild. Not too wild, but wild enough to have some fun. Know you are loved. Again, another message from Spirit. Hey, you are loved. You are a loving being. You are a loving person. But there's some aspects of you that I don't think you believe about you. And so that's where what we're talking about here is you stepping into who you authentically are. Because Spirit sees you. But the question is, do you see who you really are? Because life has a way of putting things on us that aren't true, and then we have a way of accepting those untruths, and then we live our life according to those untruths. So take a look at that. And the last one, open up to change. Everybody has to change. We change every single day, whether we know it or not. And so it's time for change in your life as well. Let's go ahead and read these messages for you, and then we're going to tie it up. All right, let's see what we got, Aquarius. Your great wave awaits. A wave starts slowly. You can see its energy as it begins to slightly swell on the horizon. At first, there's nothing more than a small inflation of water, barely different than the surrounding water, but you can see it. The swell gains amplitude and height, and now you have a wave that you can unsuccessfully struggle against or ride with joyful bliss. The choice is yours. Your great wave awaits, ready for you to proclaim your next greatest purpose. No doubt you may be scared for how big this energy is or fearful of the scope of actions necessary to accomplish it. Be like water. Flow through any thought that is holding you back from this full resolution. Your momentum has gathered to surf the cosmic wave of destiny. Cosmic catalyst. What is my greatest purpose that can positively impact the greatest number of people? Become the wave. Either go to the ocean or observe the waves for 20 minutes or find a video online. Your words create worlds. I want to say that's got to be about manifestation and your thoughts, but let's see. Okay. Your words are the magic spell that builds stories that either serve you or muffle your dreams. What words are you speaking forth into the world at this moment? Listen carefully to those around you. What do you hear? Our language determines what we believe is possible or impossible. Our words truly create worlds. Slow down to bring awareness to what you are truly saying in conversations with others and with yourself internally. Before you try something, are your words about empowering, or are you already down and defeated? By drawing this card, you are now free from all the old stories you've been told by others, no matter how well-meaning they have been. You are released and free to use the language of creation and conception. Cosmic Catalyst. What is a personal power phrase I can tell myself when I am feeling overwhelmed, scared, or uncertain of what to do next? Cosmic Checkbox. Write down all the empowering words you used in the last week about yourself. Now write down all the disempowering words. Compare the list. Okay, your 11-year-old self. Your 11-year-old self wants to provide you guidance, wisdom, and advice, but only if asked. Imagine yourself in the future with a distinct perspective of having lived a full, rich life. Your 11-year-old self has seen it all. Your ups, your downs, your loves, your heartbreaks, your successes, and perceived failures, all of it. From this extended perspective, they are waiting to be called in for guidance. The questions you would ask: what do you, my 11-year-old self, have to say about this? How can I follow my true path to where you are? What obstacles ahead am I not seeing? What are the mistakes you wish you hadn't made? Do you have any regrets? Your effortless effort is fully required. Huh? It's a complex paradox, right? How can you provide effortless effort? As you play with cosmic concepts and encounter in this oracle, you'll start to develop a sense of when to push and when to allow. There's a dance of action and surrendering, of doing and being. By putting your full heart and 100% effort into something, you actually win. Putting in the work, if it's from a true place of meaning, is itself your reward. It's only the attachment to results that creates disappointment, frustration, depression, etc. Think about it when you have expectations and they aren't met. You're upset, right? And if you're waiting on outside praise or recognition, you're always beholden to it. By having no attachment, you are free. Your full effortless effort is also required because we're all in this together. What is called for now is a solution for everyone, every sentient being, every stakeholder on the planet. Cosmic Catalyst. When is the last time I have felt in a state of flow and effortless effort? For the next 24 hours, put your full effortless effort into one project. Record what happens. And thus one journey, one more to read, and then we're all set. Thus one journey to the stars. Sit iter ad astra is a Latin phrase meaning thus one journey to the stars. What got you here is not the same thing as what you'll need to evolve into the pure light and body merging back into source. As you climbed up the mountain of your mission, sit iter astra ad astra is a Latin phrase meaning thus one journey to the stars. What got you here is not the same thing as what you'll need to evolve into pure light, body merging back into the source. As you've climbed up the mountain of your mission here, you've continued chipping away at the good and even the real good to uncover your truest expression of divine destiny. Are you serving the collective in your own unique way, a way that also fully serves you? The time has come for you to put your full heart, soul, and spirit behind your work. Your greatest purpose is filled with joy and happiness and love expressed through your contributions to the universe. Cosmic Catalyst. How can I put my full heart, soul, and spirit into my greatest work? What would this change and what would remain the same? Cosmic Checkbox. Schedule one conversation with a good enough relationship in your life to share what is now acceptable and not acceptable anymore to you. Well, Sagittarius, I hope that this helps you. Much love and light. Lady T.